Unbiased history of the Imperium, where we left off Unification Wars, and now we go to Horus Heresy. Yes, the Gigachad Emperor had united Earth, and he found his son Horus, his favorite boy. Look at his majestic hair. He was so majestic, until he lost his hair and became a dick. And like all dicks that become dictators that are bald, baldness made him...
Talk about the Emperor!
Him and his sons were in the Great Crusade. The second Primarch dead, the 11th Primarch dead. And then, a lot of them were friends, they were pretty nice. The Crusade was going pretty well, actually. They killed pretty Xenos, they saved some, because of the implications. Then, Ulanor, orcs, killed. Horus met a femboy lover.
He's a general too!
The Imperium had a great victory. Then the Emperor went to do his Webway project, but before that, family fun time with Lorgar, where he bullied Lorgar. For religion. Of course he bullied Lorgar. He's a nerd. Look at him. What a nerd. Where did you beat up this nerd? Then the Emperor told all his sons, I'm gonna make Horus the War Master. Horus, the power went through his head. And then he was like, lunar wolves? More like my son. Then Malcador choked him like a bitch and said, get back on the job. Then the Emperor said, hey, Sanguinius, I need you to do something. Sanguinius, my brave boy. Kill my worst enemy. Giant spiders. Giant spiders. Then Sanguinius almost became Linguinius. And Horus arrived out of nowhere being like, giant spiders! Giant spiders! But then these aliens called the Interrex appeared out of nowhere. I don't know where they are. Where are they? Where are the Interrex? I look information, but I can't find any. Where are they? Where are they? So I asked him, Superior YouTuber. He answered him. Yes. Where are the Interrex? James W. James. Back on topic. Sanguinius and had many questions, and Horus too. So they went and talked to the Interrex. The Interrex were super advanced, super amazing, but they had different philosophy. They were gonna join, but then Erebus found a sword. An evil, corrupting sword that started a war with the Interrex. It was horrible. Then we discover that Erebus is not really El Erebus. Erebus was another kid that he stole his name, but that's unimportant. Then he gave it to the general. The general got corrupted. He accepted it. He got chaos, and then he stabbed Horus. Horus was like, oh, and then...
After giving it careful thought, I have decided to become worse.
Horus got high on the crack that is chaos, and then he was like, betrayal needs power. The Emperor thinks he's a god, and then he convinced half of his legion that we should be gods. No, I should be a god, Horus. And then he convinced all the traitorous scum Primarchs to join his cause, and then they may have plotted an evil plot that was Isstvan IV, a tragedy, where, horrible tragedy. Well, Rylanor hold the line, and then he said, you go and tell Rogodorn, and he escaped, and was like, hey, Rogodorn, and then Rogodorn was like, what's wrong, man, are you okay, you seem out of shape, what do you mean Horus has betrayed us, what do you fucking mean, and he was like, yeah, Horus has betrayed us, and then Rogodorn bitch slapped him, and then he was like, oh shit. Jorvik, you saw it, okay, very well, then let's, I'm just gonna let his good video do it. I don't think I don't know if Jorvik did
also,
it.
Angron.
Isstvan
III.
Silence.
Oh yeah, big detail. Angron and Karn the Betrayer fought against...
Emperor's children, and even a few lost-looking world eaters. Tarvitz noticed that there were no Death Guard in their numbers, thinking that perhaps a few had survived Mortarian's scouring of the trenches, but knowing that they might as well have been on the other side of Isstvan III. This was the end. They all knew it, but none of them gave voice to that fact. He knew all their names now. Before, they had just been grime-streaked faces among the endless days and nights of battle. But now they were brothers, men he would die with in honor. Flashes of explosions bloomed in the city's north. Shooting stars punched through the dark clouds overhead, scorching holes through which the glimmering stars could be seen. The stars shone down on the coral city in time to watch the city die. Did we hurt them, Captain? Asked Solithan. Did this mean anything? Tarvitz thought for a moment before replying. Yes, he said. We hurt them here. They'll remember this. A bomb slammed into the presenter's palace, finally blasting what little remained of its great stone flower into flame and shards of granite. The Loyalists did not throw themselves into cover or run for shelter. There was little point. The War Master was bombarding the city, and he was thorough. He would not let them slip away a second time. Towers of flame bloomed all across the palace, closing in on them with fiery inevitability. The battle for the Coral City was over.
Now, enough copium, and let's get back on the craziness of it all. Horus, knowing that he had small time, he essentially recruited his brother. He was like, hey guys, wanna fuck over the Emperor for fucking us over? And then Magnus had a vision. He was like, oh shit, Horus is betraying. I have to warn Father, I have to warn him. King threw a fucking barrier the Emperor put to defend Earth, and then he was like, Dad, Horus is traitor. And then the Emperor was like, I know, you fucked us over. You committed a fucky-wucky and now I have to put you down. Meanwhile, in Isstvan V, the greatest Imperial victory was about to happen. Horus was about to be eliminated, and then...
Night Lords, Iron Warriors, War Bearers, come on! Brothers, why are you pointing your bolters at me?
It was a trap. So the Primarchs, the loyalists, the good boys, decided to fight the Primarchs separately. And one against one. Then go, well, Lorgar was the first bastard that started attacking. He got his ass kicked by Korvax, but then Conrad Curse beat Korvax. Then Ferrus Magnus fought against, I forgot his name.
This is me from the future. Fulgrim!
And then Vulcan fought against Perturabo. And then Perturabo was thinking, I can't beat Vulcan, so what do I do? Let me think. I'll nuke him. And then he nuked Vulcan, and Vulcan was like, no! And then Perturabo was like, okay, Ward Bearers, check Vulcan is dead. And then they were like, okay, and then they went check. And then Vulcan was alive, and then Perturabo nuked him again. Word Bearer nerds! He nuked the nerds! Ferrus Magnus was then like, brothers, you escape, I'll fight them, and then Fulgrim decapitated him. It might look like a chaos victory, but the Imperials fucked the chaos! And there was a first major chaos defeat. Cry about it. Cope, Sieve, mauled. Ferrus Magnus died for something. Then Vulcan was like, Corvus, you're not looking so well. Conrad Curse fucked you up. And then he was like, okay, we have to escape. I'll use my sneaky abilities to escape. Let's go. Wait, Corvus, don't leave me. Wait, where do you go? And then Conrad Curse was like, hey, Vulcan, I'm gonna put sprinkles in your ice cream. Vulcan was like, no. Then Vulcan got tortured for 40 fucking years. Okay, let me breathe. Let me read the script. Okay, let me read. What do you mean I got it wrong? What do you mean Leman Russ went to Prospero before Isstvan? Oh, I read the books wrong. Okay, we'll go back in time. Back to Magnus's fucky-wucky. The Giga Chad Emperor, being in confusion, was like, Leman Russ, I'm sending you to beat up Magnus. Bring him back to Terra. But as Leman Russ was going, Horus gave him a Skype call. He was like, brother, the Emperor changed his mind. Kill Magnus. He is the traitor behind it all. Now, ignore me while I go back to Isstvan and kill some traitors of myself. So essentially, Leman was around like, Magnus, contact me. And he didn't. So, Airman was like, Magnus, get the fuck out of your room. We did, with fucking magic. That pissed off Leman. Magnus was like, I have my defenses down. Leman, what are you doing, step bro? And then Leman was like, broke his back. And then, shit. Airman was like, oh no, daddy. And then he opened up a portal by making a deal with the Chaos God. Leman was still fucking pissed. So Leman, being fucking retarded and mental, followed insane. And then got lost. This is supposed to be comedy, but I'm just gonna fucking say the truth. It's no one's fault. Except Erebus. Fuck Erebus. It's all Erebus' fault. You know what was happening in Isstvan? He teleported to Isstvan. And Perturabo, being a wonderful brother, just took care of Magnus. Then Leman Russ disappeared for a few years. Goofy. I already summarized all of Isstvan, brothers. So you see, Jagatai Khan was staying neutral. So essentially, the Alpha Legion was giving him communications, and Rogodorn was giving him communication. Very confusing. Understandable. So he decided to go to Prospero. When he got there, everything was on fucking fire. He did some investigating and discovered it was all Horus's fault. Then, out of nowhere, Mortarion arrived and he was like, hey, join us, we're the good guys.
The Emperor has lost his way. He's crazy.
Yes, but too bad Steve Jobs has ligma.
Ligma? What's Ligma?
Lick my balls, traitorous bitch.
He told me to kill you if you
Cope, sieve, mold.
So essentially, they fought and, yeah, Morty got his ass kicked. 2 times, what a loser. Can you believe he only joined fucking Horus because the Emperor stole his kill? Crybaby. So essentially, Jagatai Khan goes back to the ship and he sees this shit, but of course, Jagatai won. Join me next time where I'm gonna talk about how Conrad Kurz terrorized essentially the Lion and Robot Girly Man, and also the Lioness Captain Genocide. I hope you enjoyed. Episode 3 will be soon. Please like the video, subscribe, and these are some people that helped me.
Next episode. Fortify, terror.